Hi, my name is Angel Jimenez and I'm taking SDI FTH202-53095. My instructor is Christopher Becker. This is week 4 assignment, and there's 3 parts to this assignment. And my references that I'm going to be utilizing is the lecture from week 4. So I'm going to put you on my stand and I'll show you that these are the items that we're going to be testing and utilizing. Here's some aftermarket springs, some steel blue, some no-go gauges, some Spyderco ceramic stones, the Taurus 856, my safety glasses, a pen, a flathead screwdriver, a trigger pull, and some dummy rounds, snap caps. And as you can see, there is no ammo whatsoever on my workbench. And I'll show you that the firearm is clear. See, nothing in the chamber of the cylinder. The barrel's clear. Okay, so I'm going to pause and then put you on my stand. So I'm showing that I'm wearing my safety glasses, and I'm going to take the empty firearm and I'm going to secure it onto my vise. Okay, and so far I'm going to do a trigger pull on double action. And I'm rating 12 pounds. So I've done 2 off camera, and they were all 12 pounds for the 2. Were 12 pounds for the first and second. At the third one I just done was 12 pounds. So I'm getting an average of 12 pounds for double action. I'm gonna do single action, making sure I'm pulling straight back, and I'm showing 6 pounds of a single action trigger pull. And I did 2 off camera, and they were all 6 pounds. So I'm getting an average of 6 pounds of single action pull prior to any work on it. I'm gonna put you on pause and then I'll bring you back. So I have the firearm stripped down to the frame, as you can see, and I'm gonna be putting some of the steel blue in the frame here, because I noticed there's some rub marks. I don't know if you can tell there's some rub marks here, some in here where the hammer rides. There's some wear marks right here, and some on the back side of it. There's some bare rub marks on the sear. We're going to put some on the cylinder stop right here. We're going to put some on the trigger, because there's some rub marks. And then the hand, there's some bright spots up here on both sides. Okay, so I got some steel blue. I'm going to put some in the frame itself, wherever I see wear marks. Okay, cylinder stop right on this claw right here. I noticed some wear marks there. The side plate, there's some marks, some scuff marks right here. So I'm gonna put that there, and some on the rear. A little bit on that sear for the double action, and then on the hammer. on the trigger. And on the hand. Okay, I'm gonna put it back together and we'll do a function check. So I put it back together and I have the snap caps that were provided by the by SDI. So we're gonna test it single action, double action to see where the wear marks are coming from. Okay, so double action, single action. Okay, and then I'm gonna take it apart and then I'll show the rub marks and then we'll file. Okay, so I have it disassembled, and on the frame I have some rub marks right here. If you can see, some right here as well. On the side plate, I got some wear marks here, a couple chatter marks right there. On the hammer, a little bit of wear right there, some right there. On the sear, some on the face, a little bit right there. And then on the back side, there's some wear marks here and here. On the hand, there's some right there. And on the front end of it. And a little bit on the top. And on the cylinder stop, there's a little bit right there. So I'll take these down and then put it back to assemble it together and then do a trigger pull and see what's the difference. Okay, so I went through and I've hit all the height spots. There was some burrs right on this edge here and inside here as well. So with the stones and a little bit of gun oil and these files, I went through and got in like some of there was some burrs right here as well. There was some in here. Got all the high spots on the side plate, high spots on the cylinder lock, the trigger on both sides, and on the face of the double action sear. I got the hand on both sides, and here's the trigger. I did a little bit on there. So I'm gonna put it back together, get some trigger pulls, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I have it back together, and I did 2 double actions and 2 single actions to see where I was at. So I'm gonna do a double action. Make sure I'm pulling straight back. And I have 9.5. So the first 2 I have 9 pounds. Third one has 9.5 pounds. So I'm gonna say it's an average of 9 pounds of double action. And then the single action, I had 5.5 for the first one. Second one, 5 pounds. And I'm gonna say that's 5 pounds for that one. So I'm gonna average that at 5 pounds. So when I started off at 12 pounds. So I'm at 9 pounds for the double action, and then single action, I was at 6 pounds and I'm down to 5 pounds. So the double action went down 3 pounds, and single action went down 1 pound. So I'm gonna take it apart and change out the springs. Prior to me taking it apart to change out the springs, I have some snap caps in it, and I'm gonna pull the trigger on double action and single action. It feels a lot better than it when I first started off. All right. Okay, gonna show I'm empty. Oh. So I'm empty. I have snap caps, and I'm gonna mount it on my vise, and then we'll do the trigger pull after I did the spring changes. Okay, I did 2 off, and they were, for the double action, was 7 pounds. And this one's 7.5. So 7.5, I'm gonna say that's 7. And then single action, they were 2 at 3. And let's see what this one is. This one's at 3. So I'm gonna say the average is 3 pounds. So I'm installing the go gauge. Test out the go gauge. And I'm gonna go around. And it's gone around. It fits perfect. Traction. I'll put the no-go gauge, and it doesn't close. Okay, so the headspace is good. So with the trigger pull with the new spring, the single action was 3 pounds, the double action was 7 pounds. So from the double action with the filing, was at 9 pounds at the double action, so I went down 2 pounds, and the single action was 5 pounds, now it's at 3 pounds, so I went down 2 more pounds. Thank you and have a great day.